All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. You guys already know what time is it. You guys
Me
already
están
know.
solicitando Iris.
Yo.
Ay, Dios mío.
I told you guys, like, I don't know, months ago, I was like, listen, we're gonna talk about this man, this very overpowered guy. You know, we always do this around December time. We always talk about the powerful vampires, the overpowered vampires. Now, sure, we had the vampire hunter D's, you know. We got the Helsings, you know. We got the Draculas, you know. You have all these powerful vampires in history that you've seen, animes, movies, you know. Even the ones that's not even talked about. God, but I can't even call him a vampire. It's weird because he's a noble. But it's weird because it's like they don't even, I guess, classify them as vampires. They was called that, but I guess they're not. But we're gonna talk about Noblesse. We're gonna talk about Noblesse, and we're gonna talk about this guy. This guy, like, his name is Cadis Etrema D. Raizel. Anybody can correct me. Maybe I've botched that name, but they called him Ra or Raizel, right? Now, he had this overpowered friend as a werewolf, right? Musica, right? Had this overpowered vampire. I mean, werewolf, sorry. Overpowered werewolf, right? Both of them fought because, you know, the death of his daughter, and, you know, he was like, oh, humans did this. So they both fought each other, right? Overpowered, like, that was like one of the most craziest fights I've seen. Very, like, it was very crazy, despite the anime being old, and despite it, I think, starting up in 2007. And then later on, you know, the anime came out and stuff. But it was only 2 episodes, right? I think it was like either 1 episode or 2 episodes. But I believe it was 2 episodes. So, they fought, overpowered, and basically, Musica put Ra to sleep, right? For like 820 years. This is why, you know, he went to sleep for so long. And then you have this overpowered human being. I'm gonna make a separate video on him too. Frankenstein. We go. Oh my God, we gonna talk about this man because I finished the manga, and Jesus, when this anime comes out, everybody's gonna be like, listen, who's this dude? Who is this dude? Why we haven't seen this dude in so long? And it's like, listen, the anime came out years ago. I don't know that, you know, the manga creator. You know, he just wanted to finish working on the manga, webtoons, you know, all that stuff, but. It came out years ago, and eventually it's going to come out, I believe, maybe 2020 or whenever they start to get their productions in order or whatever. But it's going to come out, and we're going to get the rest of the episodes that we was left off on all those years ago and stuff. But oh my God! But this man, Raz or Ra, or how they call him, Ra. Like I said before, they are considered to be vampires, but they're not vampires and stuff. They're noble, you know. They've been beings that's been around since, you know, for like a very long time. You can't necessarily call them immortal, because it was shown in the manga that they can be killed and they can be put to eternal sleep or rest, at which you can call it and stuff. They can die. They're not, you know, immortal and stuff. They're not like Vampire Hunter D. They're not like Alucard. You know, they can die and stuff. But Ra has done some incredible things, overpowered things, where this man, oh man, like, oh God, like, it's I can't say it's ridiculous. I just can't say it's ridiculous, because basically, I wouldn't say that it's nothing that we've never seen before, but his power is quite interesting and stuff, because he has like this blood field type thing where that shit, you know, he can basically disintegrate people or just absorb people and just kill them, you know. Then, like I said before, 800 years ago, like before when he went to sleep, you can kind of say his overpowered human butler, he formed a pact with him and stuff, because I wouldn't say Frankenstein was on the run. It was just that he was killing, you can kind of say nobles, humans, and pretty much anybody that got in his way, but it was because of a good reason that he had to do this. But back to Ra. So once when Ra woke up, you know, he met the kids, and then he basically fought, I guess, one of Crumble's experiments, you could say. Yeah, he fought one of Crumble's experiments, and then he destroyed him. He was like, I can't move. Like, he basically destroyed him. But this isn't all that he can do in the anime. In the manga, he done a lot and stuff. Like I said, this man destroyed us. He went up to space, man. This dude went up to space and destroyed satellites. Okay, that's not an impressive, oh my god, feat, but he destroyed satellites and stuff. That's crazy. That's a small feat. But then the feat where he was fighting like other vampires, or I shouldn't say vampires, other nobles who basically kind of like betrayed and left and stuff, you know, because they went with the Union, which is basically, I guess you can call them like the secret Illuminati. You know, they've been running games since centuries, you know, causing war, plagues, deaths, instigating a lot of shit. So I guess you can consider them to be like an Illuminati type of an organization and stuff, because they have a lot of power and control over the world. But what Ra had to do and stuff, he basically put I think, what's his name, Rodix? I know I'm botching the hell out of his name, but I think it's Rotix. Yeah, I think Rodix. He basically put him into an eternal sleep. He put a lot of other experiments to an eternal sleep and stuff with this blood field, instant disintegration and stuff. Mind you, his power is because of two things. I think it's because of his life force that he drains, but it's more of an unknown case, because Frankenstein was trying to figure it out himself as to why his power is draining so fast, so rapidly. Now, one, it was obviously because when he fought up against his best friend, his friend put him into eternal sleep while he was also defeated himself, and it drained a lot of his power and stuff, to the point where if he continued to use his power, he would die. So that was you know, the stuff that happened and went on in the manga and stuff. But you know, it's not like he's been around for like a shorter period of time. It's like, no, like the manga itself, like Noblesse has been around for like a lot, because the issue, like the manga is, I think, 543 manga chapters, so it's been around for a bit. And yeah, like he's basically like this interesting, powerful vampire. I mean, I keep saying vampire. Interesting noble. He's basically like this interesting noble that has like a lot of power and stuff. And there's a difference between being a noble and then being like the king or queen, you can say, of the nobles and stuff, because he has a very strict title where, you know, those who, you know, went their own way and stuff, he had to put them down. You know, even with the whole with the whole bloodstone shenanigans, where he had to kill his own brother and stuff. He had to kill his own brother because his own brother tried to use the bloodstone, which they said the bloodstone is an unknown object. They don't even know where it came from. So my guess, I would love to say Dracula. I would love to say it came from Dracula, but nobody knows and stuff. Frankenstein been around for such a long time. There are older nobles who've been around for such a long time, they don't even know and stuff. But you know, he had to kill his own brother, right? He basically flew around the entire world and destroyed satellites. I'm going back there. He literally flew around and he destroyed satellites and stuff within some good speed. Like, this was some good speed. Like, he could probably give Quicksilver, you know, I wouldn't say to run for his money, but you flying around the world destroying satellites and stuff. And then you are, you know, you putting other experiments and nobles to sleep with this blood field that he has. Hell, he even blinded this dude's daughter. You know, he stole her eyes for like a minute. He said, "Oh, you did this shit. You took my friends and this and..." Well, no, that was before that. Because she was on the island and stuff, and then that's when you found out that his friend Musica was basically, he was still alive, and then he fought up against Ra for like a little bit, and stuff, because he was still, oh, my daughter Ashley, she died and stuff. The humans did it. He wanted revenge, and they was kind of like clashing with their powers and stuff for a while and stuff. I would like this. I wouldn't say that they were shaking the planet or anything, but the island was shaking. So it tells a lot about his power and stuff. It's like some Dragon Ball Z-esque type thing and stuff, because there was like explosions going everywhere. A lot of shit. Basically a lot of shit. And Roz himself is, he's powerful. And it's like, and like I said before, he can be killed. He can be killed, but it's just that it's gonna take a lot to do it and stuff. Any noble himself, any noble who can die, they can die. It's not like they're immortal. They can live for such a long time, but they can still die and stuff. So, and then once when they die, the next inheritor to, I guess, their power, it becomes like a soul weapon. And then it gets transferred over, or in this case, like this kid's, he just took the power of a soul weapon from, I guess you can consider it to be his grandfather. He took his soul weapon without him actually being killed off, because that's the whole rule of being a noble. If you have any family or next of kin or generation or whatever, they either pass, they go into their eternal sleep, and then they power becomes a soul weapon, and then it gets transferred over to their next of kin or whatever, and then they get the soul weapon, and they could just amped up their power a bit, you can say. But for Ra, he never really had, he had a soul, he didn't have a soul weapon, but he had like the sword of Ragnarok, which was passed down onto him. But I'm trying to remember. No, because the daughter had the soul weapon, but then she used the weapon for Ra because he was losing life force, and then in turn, yeah, it was back to him and stuff. But his power is so great, like he doesn't even need a soul weapon. He could put anybody to an eternal sleep if he wanted to, except for his best friend, which they kind of on par and equal to, like in terms of strength and power, they're nearly equal. Like they both could kill each other at that point. That says a lot for even a werewolf and stuff. And the werewolf was pretty powerful. Freaking buildings was being exploded. Freaking they were shaking the city. Like this was some overpowered shit. And I'm like, for werewolves and nobles, like this is incredible. This is just like, like I said, some Dragon Ball Z type shit. But yeah, man, Ra, I can't wait to see the anime, man. Because there's no words to explain how powerful this man is. When the moment they hear the word Noblesse, they hear, oh shit, we gotta get the hell out of here. This man is going to kill us. Leave. Despite everybody knowing, or few people knowing, that he's been away for 820 years, but they thought he just went into eternal sleep. But no, he actually went to sleep for a little bit, then he woke up, and then that's when some shit started to happen, where, like I said, he defeated some experiments that was made by the Union and from Crumble. Then he fought some of his old vampire kin, or noble kin, I can say. And yeah, like I said, Noblesse, the entirety of this manga is crazy. Like you see people using nukes, people using blood fields the size of tsunamis, planets shaking. Well, I can't say, well actually, yeah, planets were shaking, because when he used his power, like it was almost the size of a nuke. So I'm like, what is this? What am I watching? What am I reading here? This is crazy, but oh my god, Noblesse is such a it's such a great read, man. It's such a great read, and like I said before, I cannot wait until it gets into the animation, because Frankenstein, from reading that and how he basically gave a little bit of his power to like 21 and the rest of the other experiments from the Union, well, the test subjects, I should say, from the Union, except for 21. I'm sorry, 21 didn't have Frankenstein's gift. He didn't get parts of the dark spirit. 21 basically had a heart of a werewolf that was implanted into his chest, and then Ra basically awakened him, and that's when he became a werewolf. But then over time, due to training and a lot of battle experiences, that's when he was able to master the control of being a werewolf and stuff. Like the werewolf gene was being onto him. Like, I guess you could say, like, during his time in the Union, it was suppressed into, like I said, into Ra awakening from him, and then that's when he was able to do like a lot of work. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, this video is all over the place. I'm botching my words. I'm saying all types of crazy shit, but motherfucker, I don't care. I don't care. It's fucking it's fucking 2019, gonna be 2020 soon, and motherfuckers out here playing fucking games, fucking cocking their chickens and shit, not even expressing their feelings about how overpowered these people are, and not putting them to these fucking enemies. Like, oh god. Oh my god. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, any of y'all need to check out Noblesse. Take a read. There's a lot. It's really good. It's really, really good. Frankenstein is literally my favorite character in there. Frankenstein is literally my favorite character. Because this man, for a human to do so much work and to rival one of the higher nobles, and they said that this man, his power is up there. Like, he's up there, and the legacy of Frankenstein is crazy too, because they say he's the devil. They said he was created by the devil. They said he was a human that went mad. He basically he basically started, well, I wouldn't say started the Union, but he advanced the Union. They took his work and his experiments. They took his shit. This shit's crazy, man. And I'm like, wait a minute. And and he also augmented himself too. But yeah. Ra couldn't have a better partner and a better butler. You know, it's like Batman and Alfred, you know, but better. Well, let me not say that. It's interesting. It's interesting, you know, but yeah. Like I said before, check out Noblesse. It's a very, very good fuck. But yeah, if you like what you heard you like. Please subscribe, share, do all that wonderful stuff, and I'll catch you later.